Hello everyone, welcome back to another What If story. Today we are going to be covering what if future Vegeta survived. But before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content. It will only motivate me to continue doing more content. In the description below I have all my social media links, my Instagram account and my gaming channel, where I play mini games. Well, with all that said, let's begin. There is now a time of peace, where Vegeta and Android 16 separate themselves from Gohan, Chi-Chi, and Bulma. Vegeta in this time has accepted Trunks' death, and knows he'll have to move on. It's been around 7 years since his son's death, and maybe Bulma has also accepted that it wasn't his fault that Trunks died. But even though this might be the case, he still wants to stay away for now. He will return, but he thinks to truthfully know that the Earth will always be in good hands. Not only will he have to get stronger, but Gohan will as well. And not just Gohan now, because Chi-Chi is also back into fighting. So if they improve just a little more while he is gone, he shouldn't have anything to worry about. But one day, Gohan decides to run some errands for his mother. At this time, the cities have started to be rebuilt and going back to normal. So Gohan is getting groceries from the store, but he'll be caught in a big snowstorm. Gohan would think he will just kite to get home, but maybe it'll be nice to be in the outside for a bit, at least till the snowstorm ends, which looks like it won't be for a long time, until it stops. So Gohan hides in a cave, but by accident, he drops the groceries, and one of the apples fall into the ocean. Gohan would follow it, jumping into the ocean, and the apple would hit some sort of ice sculpture, and Gohan would go up to it. He will see an unconscious Broly. Gohan will look again, to make sure it's really Broly, but then Broly's eyes would suddenly open, making Gohan temporarily lose his breathing, before he bursts out of the water, and catches his breath. There's no way, Gohan says to himself. How is it that Broly is alive? I know Vegeta, Android 16, Mother, and I defeated him years ago. But Gohan would hear a Kakarot from in the water, and Gohan would say, oh no, it looks like Broly definitely saw him. And once Gohan says this, Broly bursts out of the water. Gohan would look at Broly flying back, but Broly would suddenly turn around, looking at Gohan, recognizing him as the person that defeated him years ago, and he notices a resemblance to Kakarot, so Broly would yell Kakarot as he powers up into a Super Saiyan. This will shock Gohan. As Broly rushes at him, Gohan would dodge Broly's first punch and punches him in the face, but Broly wouldn't feel a thing and will grab Gohan's fist and punch him in the gut before throwing him into the ground. Gohan would catch himself before powering up into a Super Saiyan himself, telling Broly this time he will end him.
I'll show you how much of a fight I can put up, even just by myself!
Gohan would rush at Broly, and the two will clash, with the two being very evenly matched. Broly's fist would clash with Gohan's. Then Broly would grab Gohan, but Gohan would kick Broly back. But Broly would respond with a kick, and with a Ki Blast, as Gohan is hitting the stomach and sent flying. Broly would smile, looking at Gohan, and licking blood from his face. This will creep Gohan out, and he'll call Broly a creep. But Broly would not like this comment from Gohan, as he rushes at the Saiyan and kick him into an ice mountain, then send a blast at him. But Gohan would be able to push it back with his hands. But Broly would smack it away, just to see Gohan rushing at Broly in Super Saiyan 2 and punching Broly in the face. Broly would be sent flying, and Gohan would fly behind Broly, kicking him into the air, then slamming him into the ground, before using a Masenko, pushing Broly deep into the ocean. Gohan would look into the ocean, thinking that the battle is over, but the half-breed would be wrong, as he hears Broly's voice from in the ocean. You are strong, but I will kill you, Kakarot! Broly would say, yelling, as the water turns into a green hue. Gohan would know what this means. No, damn it, he didn't finish the job. And out comes from the water, legendary Super Saiyan Broly. The Saiyan will look at Gohan and smile, but this power would alert Vegeta, Android 16, and Chi-Chi as they will rush to the battlefield. In the meantime, Gohan powers up into Ultimate, and he rushes at Broly. The two will clash, and the two would land on the ground, trading blows before Gohan is punched away and sent to the snow. Broly would follow, but Gohan would use the snow to escape and kick Broly in the face. But to Gohan's shock, Broly would power up a mouth beam in his mouth and send the attack at Gohan. The half-breed would be engulfed by the attack and will be very injured, but luckily, allies arrive, and Vegeta, Android 16, and Chi-Chi. As Vegeta goes into Crimson Saiyan, Android 16 powers up, and Chi-Chi goes Ultimate. Broly would look on and smile. So, he is fighting everyone he fought before. The five will clash, and Broly is noticeably stronger because of his Zenkai. But the others have not just been sitting down for all these years, they have been training as well. And they are a better match for Broly because they also know the moves of Broly, but that doesn't mean that Broly doesn't also know their moves. You four might know what I'm going to do, but I also know what you are going to do. Strange, isn't it? The only strange thing here is that you're yelling about someone who's been dead for 2 decades. Soon everyone will jump back, being bloodied and injured. This is not an easy battle for any party, and sometimes the fight goes into Broly's favor because of his legendary Super Saiyan power growing with him, but Ultimate also grows with the users, and Vegeta's Crimson Saiyan is also able to do that because it's a different type of Saiyan form. I don't know if I explained the form in the last part, so let's do that real quick. So this form is very well inspired by the evil Saiyan form Cumber has in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, since it seems like Cumber got stronger over time while using his evil Saiyan form, since he was eventually able to keep up with people like Vegeta Blue, Super Vegeta 4, and Jiren, as well as off-screen Topo. Also, this form was also inspired by the belief that Super Saiyan was supposed to have red eyes originally until it was changed to navy blue or green. But back to the story, Vegeta would look at Broly, seeing how much Broly was able to increase his legendary Super Saiyan power. This new legendary Super Saiyan transformation looks similar to the power of a Super Saiyan 2. Maybe he is also able to increase his power by tapping into Super Saiyan 2 while in Crimson Saiyan, maybe creating Crimson Saiyan 2. Vegeta would tell this to Chi-Chi and Gohan, and the mother and son duo would say that they will buy time for the Saiyan in Black as he gathers up his power. Android 16 would also say that he'll protect Vegeta, and the Saiyan will smile, saying for them to not die, and the three will agree not to. And they will look at Broly, who continues to yell that he is a devil. Gohan and Android 16 would power up Blast, Kamehameha, and a Gala gun, but Broly would use a double Omega Spear to counter the attack. Gohan, Chi-Chi, and Android 16 would fire multiple Ki Blast attacks at Broly, but the Saiyan would overpower them as he rushes to the three and grabs Chi-Chi's neck, but Android 16 would slam himself into Broly, making the Saiyan drop the woman. Android 16 would bear hug Broly and try to talk him down, saying that it looks like he's only trying to do this just for his father's sake. He shouldn't care about what his father would think of him, try and think about what he wants. And Gohan would also jump in, saying that he knows how it feels to be a Saiyan, so he'll tell Broly the journey of his father and Vegeta, and says for Broly to look at him. Does it really look like he killed people and make people uncomfortable? His father and Vegeta are not bad people, and Broly should understand this, but Broly is too far gone. It would even look like he will explode because of how much power is surging around his body. Broly would roar, slamming his fist into Gohan before getting ready to send an energy blast at Gohan, but Chi-Chi would guard Gohan as she is sent to the ground, bloodied and beaten. Once she makes impact with the blast, Gohan would see this and rushes at Chi-Chi. No, not again! Gohan would catch Chi-Chi just to see her bloodied face, and seeing her unconscious. What would his father think of his weakness? Gohan would say to himself. He is such a disappointment. Gohan would power down and hold his mother close before blink. Do you really think it's over? A voice would say in Gohan's head. Gohan would widen his eyes as he sees his father in front of him. Goku would give Gohan his signature smile before picking up Chi-Chi and heals her. Gohan would ask his father if it's really him, and Goku would nod, saying that he is only here in spirit, and only he and Chi-Chi can see him. He isn't supposed to be here really, but he couldn't stand quiet anymore. Everyone's been through too much. Goku would tell Gohan that he needs to let go. He knows he can defeat this opponent. He is just hiding his rage, trying to not use it. Goku would tell Gohan to not fear that rage. Use it to feel his power. Gohan would tell his father he can't, but Goku would gesture Gohan to look at Chi-Chi, who was still unconscious. And then Gohan would see himself on the battlefield, where Vegeta went missing and Trunks died. He would see Trunks' body on the floor before it vanished, and Gohan would turn around to see Trunks face to face. Gohan would ask quietly, "Trunks, is that you?" But Trunks would respond, saying that it's Gohan's fault. He is dead. Gohan would say no, it's not, but Trunks would remind Gohan of the day when he died, and Gohan would yell multiple times, "No," and Goku would yell at Gohan to use his anger to feel him, and the Trunks rushes at Gohan before Gohan gives in, before his eyes glow red, and he will yell a primal roar, before in the real world, Gohan's power would burst into the air, and there will be a spiritual symbol of Goku's gi that will be visible in the aura of the half-breed warrior, before we see Gohan, whose hair is spiked up to a crazy amount. Gohan will turn around with his pupils red, and his aura a mix of white and purple. Broly would be shocked to see this, but still rushes at Gohan. But at the same time, Vegeta's power would also surge, and an Ozaru yell would be heard, and a spiritual Ozaru would appear in Vegeta's aura, as he stands in Crimson Saiyan 2. Gohan would kick Broly in the stomach, and Vegeta would prepare to finish this battle with a final blow, just as Gohan decides to do the same, as they both rush at Broly, putting their fists out, yelling Super Dragon Fist. The attacks would burst through Broly's stomach, and the two dragons would connect with each other before they explode to create a Saiyan symbol. When the smoke clears, Broly is nowhere to be seen, and Vegeta and Gohan will power down. Android 16 would see this, and would be shocked. Chi-Chi would also awaken, and would be proud of her son. Gohan and Vegeta would look at each other, and Gohan would see that Vegeta's mask has been destroyed. A little more, but his identity isn't fully exposed. Vegeta would tell Gohan that they can rest tonight, but tomorrow they will have a full battle, to the death, so prepare. Gohan would ask Vegeta, why would he want to do that? But Vegeta would say that the information Gohan wants him to tell is unnecessary, and Vegeta would tell Gohan only to come alone. Don't bring his mother with him, before Vegeta and Ninja 16 leaves. Gohan will wonder, what is this all about? But he does return to Capsule Corp, where he and Chi-Chi enters the healing tanks that Bulma and Chi-Chi both work together to create and improve. And in a tree somewhere, Vegeta takes off his mask, and it says that this mask can't hold up for much longer. And on the day he and Gohan have their final battle, his mask will surely be destroyed, and Gohan would find his identity. Then, he'll have no choice but to reunite with them all as a permanent ally. He was always one, but he won't be the one that works in the shadows anymore. But that is where we are going to leave it off for right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a like, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the content. As well as leave a comment down below, telling me a what if suggestion, if I messed up on anything in the video, or I just messed up on the story of Dragon Ball. You could leave a comment down below, and I'll always read it. But with all that said, I'll see you all in the next video. See ya, and until we meet again. Freaky ass nigga, you 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Say, OVO, OVO, say, OVO, OVO. It's step this way, step away, it's step this way, step away. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? It's step this way, step away, it's step.